Ranking all the songs from the Kendrick and Drake beef in 2024 from worst to best. Let's go. At number 13, we have the Like That remix by Kanye West. At number 12, we have the forgotten record, Buried Alive Interlude Part 2 by Drake. This, I thought it was fake at the time. It wasn't until after the fact that I realized, oh shit, that was a real song. It was a very funny song of just Drake mimicking Kendrick Lamar's flow on the original Buried Alive interlude. At number 11, we have 7 Minute Drill. It had so much potential outside of the lie about To Pimp a Butterfly and just the whole angle of Kendrick falling off and we wouldn't be discussing him and all that stuff. It had so much potential, but it fell flat. And J. Cole's heart wasn't in it, as he says. At number 10, we have Champagne Moments by Rick Ross. Funny record, that white boy line did numbers on Twitter. At number 9 is where we're going to have the Hot Pot 6 by Drake. I think it gets way too much hate. I get it. From a subject matter point of view, some of those lyrics, questionable. But as a record in itself, not a bad listen. At number 8, we have Tailor Made Freestyle by Drake. Another one that I think gets way too much hate. And I think this one is even worse. Because at the time, I thought this was a genius chess move. Because what do you mean you trying to let this shit die down? Nah, not this time, nigga. You following through. And obviously Kendrick followed through. And then some. But for me at the time, genius chess move. It was funny. And I think this is the one that really triggered Kendrick Lamar. At number 7 is where I'm going to have Like That. Obviously, this is the bait. This is the bait. A great bait at that. Very, very great verse. And quite layered, as I've covered on this channel already. At number 6 is where I'm going to have Push-Ups. I think this is where Drake momentarily had the upper hand. Did a very good job of neutralizing Like That. At number 5 is where I'm going to have Not Like Us. This may seem a bit low, but it was a great record. This is the victory lap. Broke all the records under the sun. But I think the records above it are just better for me. Number 4 is where we're going to have Euphoria. And if this is a metaphorical boxing match, I think this is just at about the point where Drake had the upper hand, you know. He was in flow, and then Kendrick just came back with a sucker punch. And it rocked Drake, and he just never fully recovered. At number 3, you have 616 in LA, man, and this is the one for me. This is the one that if I'm Drake and I listen to someone praying for forgiveness for what he's about to do, I am not answering that person. It sounds like Glaze, but I think this is at the point where Drake should have ceased fire and just called it a day. At number 2 is where we're going to have Family Matters, man. A special record again. But this is like Liverpool in 18-19. This is Liverpool in 2021-2022, where they finished on 97 points and 92 points respectively and somehow lost. They gave their all, but somehow lost. I think Drake gave his all, but he still came up short. Then number 1, we have the Meet the Grams, man. My most played record of 2024, and for good reason, man. I don't care what anyone says. This was the killer blow. This was the real killer blow. This was the real red button. And for me, this was psychological warfare at its finest. Albeit with a seemingly non-existent daughter, I don't care. This is still the greatest diss record from the beef. What do you guys think?